Hi everyone and welcome back. I'm Lisa, and in today's video I'm going to talk about my 2023 planner and journal lineup. Before I do that, I want to recap and show you my two planner and journal for 2022. So this is my planner for 2022. I use a Wonderland 222 in B6. And before this, I used a bullet journaling, and I decided with Wonderland 222 because it has the layouts that I wanted. Pre-drawn for me, no need to draw out anything, and I wanted that. So I did kind of move away from this planner for a bit because I missed bullet journaling, but in the end, I was quite stressed out having to draw out the planner, and I went back to this planner again. So I have been using this consistently from January to around February, and then I slacked off, and then I got back to it in June because I had a busy month with mice, and so I used this planner again until now. I really love the Tomo Review paper and all of the layouts inside, and the fact that it's arranged by month. What I mean is the month is followed by the weekly. I really love that feature. And this was the 4th year that I'm using a B6 planner, and next year I thought I was gonna change it up and by buying the Wonderland 222 in A6. But then around September, the Sterling Ink came out with her planner, and I decided that has a lot of the features that I like as well. So I decided to buy a different planner for next year. And recapping my journal journey this year, I used this as my personal journal in the Hobonichi A6 Japanese version. I never tried a Japanese version, but then I regretted that because of the days are in Japanese, so I had to manually write the days in, so that was quite a hassle. But yeah, I really enjoyed this planner. Some days I didn't want to use it, but mostly I really enjoyed it, and it was quite useful for me to kind of, you know, write out my feelings and thoughts about the day and things like that. So yeah, I totally enjoyed this journal as well. Now let's talk about my 2023 planner and journal lineup. I have here a big stack of planner and journals, and this is what I'll be using for 2023. The first one is my main planner. So I don't think I'm the person that can handle multiple planner, so I just focus on one main planner, and the rest is kind of like extras. Basically this is what I use to plan out everything, and the rest is just maybe extra side hustle that I don't have to look at on my day-to-day basis. So this is the Sterling Ink planner. This is the first time she is creating a planner. She traditionally makes stickers, and when she created this, she was inspired by the Hobonichi Cousin, and I always wish that the Hobonichi Cousin comes in B6, and my wish came true. So this is the Moterm cover in taupe. I have not decorated this, but I've already worked on this. This is the mauve version. She has the mauve and the black, and I chose the mauve. I put the Happy Planner sticker in clear here, one of their foil stickers, and this one is to cover up the foiling on her planner here. I just wanted, but I have not committed to sticking this on, but I will one of these days. So if you have not seen this planner, I will show you a brief overview. So this planner has the cover page here. I stuck this sticker on also from the Happy Planner sticker book, and this is the public holiday in Brunei. Side note, I do sell this at in my shop, but I realized that there are some wrong dates, so I will be creating infographics telling that for those who purchase the wrong dates, they can get a replacement at the Cube soon. So the planner comes with a 2023 overview, and I like that she doesn't give a 2022 overview and a 2024 overview. I just need the 2023 overview. So that's one page, and then she gives you 2 pages where you can plot your vision or mind maps or whatever you want to use these 2 pages for. The way I use it in my Wonderland 222 is that I used it to put word of the year, which is boundaries, and then I have my different goals for the year, projects and targets and things like that. And here I might print out maybe some pictures and also do some mind mapping at this side. Then she gives you a layout to do your goal breakdown. This page is genius. I really love the way she did this. You have someday, 1 year, half year, quarterly, monthly, weekly, and daily. So this is a great page to just see your goals at a glance and very clearly what you need to do on a weekly basis, for example. I love this page. Next, she gives you the quarterly pages, which is very useful for like overview methods. And the way I plan to use this is to divide this side into 4 columns. I have 4 areas that I usually focus on. So I have work, home, business, and personal. So for work is obviously work task, and then I have home, which is talking about my home projects, and maybe family things like staycation will also be planned out here, and also for Raya and things like that. For personal, it has to do with myself, my hobbies, maybe books that I want to read, and also my health journey. I want to lose some weight and things like that. And finally, business and content, of course, talking about my side hustle, September Moonco, and the content to be planned around it. So this is a great one to also do project planning a la Gantt chart. So that's great. And there's 4 pages of that, followed by all of the monthly pages together. And you have December this year, and then the whole of 2023 until let me see, December. She gives you January of 2024 as well, which is great. So I love this layout because the way I plan is I want to use the sidebar here to put the priorities for the week. I'm not sure exactly when I want it to be due, so I will just put priorities of the week in here. And I love that her layout is all open, which is not an option with my Wonderland 222. Let me show you a comparison here. Because it has the mini sidebar here, I'm not able to do that here, so that's one feature that I don't like about the Wonderland 222, but here I can have that, so I'm really happy. So this is my December so far. So as you can see, I have work stuff, personal stuff, and then business stuff here. So I want to use this as my one catch-all, everything all in one planner. Then in the weekly, this is my dream come true. I wish that the Hobonichi weekly vertical came in V6, and here it is. And I love that it's so minimal, there's no colors, and yeah, the way I plan to use this to have like a time block. For example, I know during the weekly days I'll be working, but then I want to plan my free time, because otherwise if I'm left to my own devices, I will just read for 2 to 3 hours without doing something else. So that's what I want to plan, my free time. This is a pencil board by Lauren Phelps Design, and this I really like. See Amy draws handwriting here, and I like a pencil board just to write on so that the page is clear. Let me just put that somewhere. Okay, so after the weekly pages, there is a lot of blank pages, not blank pages, grid pages, and they are page numbered. And the intention from Sterling Ink is for, she said that this is for whatever you want. So this is, she mentioned, she is calling the book Common Planner, so anything and everything can go here. You can bullet journal, you can memory keep, you can journal in here, do anything that you want. So for me, I decided to divide it into two, and this back part here will be my daily pages. I didn't want to start the daily pages in front because I didn't know when my daily pages would end. So I counted back and gave myself enough pages to have 2 days in one. And the great thing about the planner is she gives you marks here, 1 dot here, to be able to divide the planner however you like. So if you are a vertical, you want to do journaling, you can divide it into half this way. But for me, I'm more of a vertical person, so I will divide it this way and have 1 day here and another day here. And I didn't want to be constricted to pre-formatted pages because someday I just want a task list. Someday I might want to plan out my day by the hour, for example. So I'm really glad that she didn't do any pre-formatted daily pages here, not even the timeline, which is how the Wonderland 222 is formatted. So because the planner didn't have an index page, I decided to create one. I divided into two. So the first page here on page 4 is idea parking lot, and then the daily pages starts at page 197. So here I might list down any particular days that has notes, for example, then I will index it here. Maybe I have notes on a work project, and then I'll note what page it is so I can refer to it back. Then here is a yearly page, so I have reminders of my yearly tasks, and then 23 in 2023. So this will be used as a bucket list, for example. One of the one of the things I want to do in 2023 is to have a staycation in Temburong, because we have never done that as a family yet. So yeah, and also I'm planning to print out trackers for this page, for these remaining pages, because this planner doesn't come with trackers and I don't want to draw out the trackers. So I'll have one tracker for weight, I'll have one tracker for exercise and things like that. So this is my main and like the one everything catch-all planner that I have. The next planner is my personal planner. This isn't a planner at all. Like, I don't want to plan ahead in this. My planning will happen in the Sterling Ink, but because I use this as my wallet now, I moved here from my A9 Moterm because I miss the zip pouch here. The Moterm A9 doesn't have the zip pouch and I don't have anywhere to put my coins, so I decided to move back to the pocket. And if say I am out and about and I have a reminder or a thought or an idea that I want to remember, I have the space to do that here. So I have designated some areas. So the calendar to remind me what's coming up, so I don't book my time. And then I have 2023 already as well. And then here I have blank pages. Say idea about business, idea about home, personal, and then reference is my password. And then I have a to buy list, and I have a finance section where I can track my bill, my spending, as well as my savings tracker. That's it. you can see my cards. There's more here, and at the back there is a pocket to put money in. So I love using pocket ring. I missed it and I'm glad that I'm using it again. So that's my on the go and wallet. Last planner is Hobonichi Weeks. This is the first time I'm using a Hobonichi Weeks, and truthfully I'm really struggling because I don't want to duplicate a lot, but I keep reminding myself this is business and content, business and content. So in the monthly pages here, I put only business stuff, no personal events or work events. And I'm trying to commit to one YouTube video, one blog post. I'm planning new releases for the month and Patreon. So this is all I'm doing in here. I am struggling with the weekly pages, so I'm not quite sure how I'm going to format it. I'm sure next week is going to be different again. Now let's talk about my journaling lineup. I have 3 here. The first one is my yearly log, and this is the initial planner that I wanted to use for 2023, and I decided to change it and make it my yearly log. Basically, a yearly log is what it's been talked about by Randy.Plants and Lindsay Scribbles. But I love that idea that having a one book to glance back on, and it's simple. If I didn't do this, I would have used a monthly notebook and just memory keep that way, so I can have like the whole year in one book. But this is also a great idea because it scratches my itch for the weekly layouts that I like to do. Let me show you. So because this is my yearly log, I don't have need for the quarterly and the trackers. I'm not going to use them. But in the monthly, I track my books, and then in the weekly, this is the gist of this planner. So I love memory keeping with stickers and writing about something that happened that day. I write about feelings, I write about what I did that day, move in week, and I was sick during this day, and then yeah, and then this is the current week. I have not done Thursday yet. Today is Friday. So that's what is going to be for this planner. I love that it's arranged by month and then weekly. And at the back here, they do give this planner, when I went to do give daily layout, as I mentioned just now, that they give the timeline. But I'm not going to use this as a daily thing, but the way I intend to use the pages at the back is as a common notebook. I will explain when I do actually have stuff in here. So that's my yearly log for 2023. Next up is my Hobonichi A6 in English this time. So the English one is in black, and the reason why I decided to have this is to make myself commit to being an artist. I always imagine that I would practice more, but I never do. And this time I'm making myself accountable and making myself practice by having this notebook. So this is my sketch journal for next year. In the daily pages, it will be where the action is. I'm going to draw, memory keep my whatever it is, whatever like major thing happens. I am inspired by Sarah Dion Baker. She memory keeps this way. She will draw out things that happens in her day and write about it. I want to be inspired by that style. And in the monthly, I am practicing doodling so that at the end of the day I can turn this into stickers. So, and in the yearly page, I want to practice my Chinese. So I will write a Chinese word and the definition here. So that's, I've got space for that. So yeah, that is my sketch journal. And the last journal is my main journal, and this will be the replacement of my personal journal this year. I will write out my thoughts here, my feelings, and sometimes I do regret that the A6 is a bit small, but this is in A5, so I have the space now to journal about the day and even to journal about my books or movie that I am consuming. So this is the Kinbor A5 dated, and it only has the monthly and the daily pages, no weekly pages, just like unlike the Hobonichi Cousin. I'm not sure what to do in this yet, but I don't think I will use it. So in the monthly pages, what I plan to do is to have one sticker and the highlight of the day written out here. So this is like a high level memory keeping pages, and then followed by the daily pages. So this is where the action is going to be. I am going to write a lot. This is more of a wordy journal for me, and if I'm going out somewhere or I have some ephemera to stick on or pictures, I will have the space to do that, unlike the A6, which is a bit small. So yeah, this is my main journal for 2023, and I am very happy with my lineup. The only thing I'm not sure is my business journal. And yeah, if you have any question or maybe suggestions, maybe the way I organize things, where I should put things, let me know, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.